All right, are you looking to move to Chesapeake Beach, Maryland? Watch this video because I'm going to tell you some things that nobody else will tell you about Chesapeake Beach. All right, what's up everybody? This is Rob Schou with EXP Realty in Maryland, and today we're going to be talking about things that people won't tell you before you move to Chesapeake Beach. And I'm here to tell you those things before you do. Now, if you're looking to move to Chesapeake Beach and you want to make that move super easy, make sure you use that contact information below. Call me, text me, whatever, and I'd be happy to help you make that move to Chesapeake Beach, Maryland. Also, if you want, you can scroll down to the first comment, click on that link, and it'll schedule a Zoom meeting one-on-one with me, and we can talk about your home buying needs. And last but not least, if you have not yet, make sure you click the subscribe button, click that little bell so you're notified every single time we put out new content about moving to Chesapeake Beach in Southern Maryland. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm gonna give you things that no one tells you about Chesapeake Beach before you move there. And the reason why I know these 6 things is because I reached out to clients that have recently moved to Chesapeake Beach, and these are the things that they said they didn't realize really until they got there. All right, so let's go ahead and go 1 through 6. The first one is a lot of people that moved to Chesapeake Beach didn't realize there was another small town to the north of it called North Beach. They're not really twin towns. They both have their unique characters. Each one of them does, but they are different. And it's one of those things that a lot of people don't realize it's there if they're just visiting Chesapeake Beach. And so I think most people found it as a pleasant surprise. But one of the things that's really interesting is the rivalry between Chesapeake Beach and North Beach that exists. You know, they're always competing against each other, you know, whether it's the residents or the towns themselves. And it feels like it does drive, you know, some positive developments and positive influences on each other. So a lot of people didn't realize that North Beach was there is what I got from that. The second thing kind of goes with that. When you hear Chesapeake Beach, you think it's going to be a beach town like Ocean City. It is not a beach town like Ocean City. Now, there are some beaches in Chesapeake Beach. Brownie Beach is the local one that a lot of people talk about, and it's kind of a smaller beach right on the cliffs, but it's not like that Ocean City beach. There's also Breezy Point Beach, which is on the north part of Chesapeake Beach, but again, it's not that same Ocean City beach feel. All right, so now outside of Chesapeake Beach, there is North Beach. Now, North Beach does charge to get onto those beaches. Last I looked, it was about $16, you know, per person. But there are beaches to choose from is what a lot of people say, but it definitely is not that beach town like Rehoboth or Dewey or Ocean City that a lot of people think when they hear Chesapeake Beach, because to be honest with you, we don't have beaches like that on the Chesapeake Bay itself. And if they do, a lot of times they're man-made beaches. So the number 3 most common thing I heard people say about Chesapeake Beach after moving there, especially if they move there during the summer, their Christmas celebration is second to none. The lights, the holiday celebrations, all that kind of stuff is some of the best in Maryland. So if you're someone who really gets into the holiday spirit, really loves seeing those lights, really loves being a part of that small town community and doing that kind of stuff, people really were saying Chesapeake Beach is second to none when it comes to those celebrations and those holiday and Christmas lights. So the fourth thing that people say is that the commute from Chesapeake Beach to Annapolis is particularly easy. You know, you're going up Route 2 into Edgewater, and really you're not hitting much traffic as you go towards Edgewater. After you get into that, you know, just over the South River Bridge in that area, it can get a little bit more trafficy. For the most part, though, if you're working in Annapolis, Chesapeake Beach is a really good alternative compared to Edgewater, compared to, you know, Annapolis itself, or even like, you know, Shadyside or Deal, just because it's a little bit less property or a little bit less price for the property and a little bit further removed. And I believe Calvert County, as of this recording, actually has lower property taxes too than Anne Arundel County. Now, number 5 would be that DC is still a commute away. So if you're looking to move to Chesapeake Beach to commute to DC, it's a harder commute than Annapolis, but it's not like living, you know, an hour and a half away. and other areas in northern St. Mary's or other areas of Charles or Calvert County. And it's not like living in, Charles County with Waldorf, where you're fighting traffic not just to DC but within Waldorf. At least when you live in Chesapeake Beach and you're coming out of DC, you're able to, drive back out of DC and kind of hit some open roads, at least for a little while, so it's not as stressful. But make no doubt about it, make no bones about it, there is definitely traffic on the way from Chesapeake Beach to DC, especially as you get closer to those capital regions around Washington, DC. You just can't fight it because there's just so many people trying to access that area as well. Now, I will say that Chesapeake Beach, Dunkirk, all that area too, there are plenty of commuter buses. So if you're someone that just wants to hop on the bus and go instead of just sitting in your car and sitting in your traffic and putting on mileage and wasting gas and all that kind of stuff, and maybe your employer is going to pay for it, those commuter buses to DC can be a lifesaver because of that. All right, and so the last thing that no one will tell you when you move to Chesapeake Beach is, and I've actually told you this in a previous video, but everyone always comments on this. They're always surprised by how few shopping choices there are right in Chesapeake Beach, and that you're most likely going to have to go up to Annapolis, out into Dunkirk, or not Dunkirk, out into, Upper Marlboro in that area where there's like the Home Depot and stuff like that. So you're really going to have to commute outside of Chesapeake Beach. I don't think that's a bad thing, really. It's kind of nice not having all that stuff right there, because then, it just kind of preserves that small town feel. So, but that's one thing a lot of people say is that be prepared for it not to feel like, a built up area. It is a small town. It's got, just that small town feel to it, instead of maybe places like, Waldorf or Annapolis, where you got more stuff around you. Hopefully this information about Chesapeake Beach has been helpful. And if you need any help when you're moving to Chesapeake Beach, make sure you scroll down and look at that contact information right there. Call me, text me, and I'd be happy to help. You can also scroll down, click on that link, and it'll schedule a Zoom meeting one-on-one with me, and we can talk about your home buying needs when you're moving to Chesapeake Beach. And last but not least, if you have not yet, click the subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified every single time we put out new content. Hope to see you on the next video.